Good morning, my dear student and my dear subscriber. Welcome to my channel Science and Vigyan. This session is very light because it is not all about the theory, all that, or the boring one which we did earlier. But now it is quite interesting because today I am just telling you how you can correlate your experimental data with the practical results. Fine. In this, I will tell you how you can calculate the log P with the lab as well as with the help of software. For that, in my previous lecture, I have already shared the introduction of ChemDraw Ultra, ChemDraw Draw. That is the software with the help of we can draw the chemical structure. Today, I will tell you with the help of the same software how you can calculate the log P. First of all, what is the log P? I will tell you one by one each and every things. Fine. Please do tune my channel if you want to clear your doubt regarding the camera especially. But today I will like to describe more things in detail. Fine. First of all, what is the log P? As we know, log P, how you can write log P? Anybody? Please to mention in the comment box if you know. And if you don't know, please to write that. I would like to describe in detail also with the detail experiment. Log P. Log P is a partition coefficient. It is the concentration or the distribution of the drug with the water and octanol. We know that. What is a log P? Log P is the distribution of the drug with the lipophilic as well as with the hydrophilic solvent. Now, what is a hydrophilic solvent? Hydrophilic solvent is water and octanol, or generally we use N-octanol in the lab, that is a lipophilic solvent. And with the log P or with the partition coefficient, we can calculate the concentration of drug, like how much drug is distributed in the lipophilic phase as well as in the hydrophilic phase. Because when we need to design or the synthesize new drug, ultimately that need to distribute in our body, and we know that in our body there is a semi-permeable membrane, and for crossing that semi-permeable membrane we need to have lipophilic drug. But when we need to solubilize the same drug into the phosphate buffer in our stomach or in the GIT tract or in the small intestine, at the moment we require hydrophilic. So we need to have a balance between both hydrophilic as well as the lipophilic. That's why we need to calculate the log P, and it is a very important determinant or the factor. That's why this log P factor is already introduce or incorporate into the Lipinski rule of 5. If you want to know about the Lipinski rule of 5, please do mention in the comment box. I would love to describe that in detail also. Fine. But today I'll tell you. Firstly, I will tell you how you can calculate the same with the lab. This is shown to everyone. This is a, what is it? It is a separating funnel. And with the help of shake flask method, we can calculate log P in the lab. Firstly, we take a drug and dissolve it in water and put the same into this flask separating funnel and put the N-octanol into it. And after that, we need to shake it, vigorously shake it and keep it aside. After that, we can take a lipophilic as well as a hydrophilic solvent and do its UV analysis. With the help of absorbance, we can calculate how much concentration is absorbed in the lipophilic as well as the hydrophilic. For it, and we know it is a ratio of the two, it is a ratio of the drug into the two solvent, hydrophilic as the lipophilic, from which we can calculate the concentration. Fine. This is not a rocket science to calculate the log P. Only we require this apparatus, only this one. Now you can see how is it this, or you can include the same experiment into your research work also, because it is a one of the step to drug discovery loop. Fine. Now I will tell you how you can use the same like how you can calculate the same log P with the help of this software, ChemDraw. Fine. Just draw any structure. I will draw phenyl ring. I think I just, or you can draw any structure in the comment box or write any structure in the comment box. I would like to calculate that log P. It is NH2. It is a naphthylamine. Now Select it by pressing the Control A. Now go to the structure. You can see here there is a structure. Clean up structure. That is a drawing of any structure. Fine. I have already shared one video for the introductory video of the CamDraw with the detailed step of each and everything. Please do tune to my channel and for seeing it. Fine. Now just go to View. And you can see there are the number of property, but today I'll select only this chemical properties window. Now you can see, yes, here it is. All the physical, these are the chemical property and our aim to calculate the log P. This one, log P, will deselect the all because today we just focus on this log P. If you want to know about other factor also, because these factors are very important if you want to formulate any kind of QSAR, because this software is quite inexpensive, or I can say that for the earlier version they are available free of the cost on the internet also. You can download the same and with the help of this software you can formulate QSAR very easily. Now I just paste it. Now just check it. This is what we need, log P. Experimentally, we have already discussed how you, with the help of experiment, we can calculate the log P. Now you can correlate this predicted log P with the experimental log P. And the relation between the both is came to know that correlation of two factors. Fine. This is all about the log P, the value, all that how we can correlate the two factor nicely. Fine. And with the help of this factor, you can formulate the quantitative structure similarity structure, quantitative structure activity relation. Fine. This is all about my short video, but it is very important for the student who are in drug design or bioinformatics. Fine. This is all about my lecture. And if you really like to watch these type of videos, and seriously, if you really like, please do like and subscribe my channel and spread the information to your friend also, because it is quite easy and we can easily do these experiments at home. Now we know that nowadays we are at home due to this, again there is a lockdown period, and please utilize your free time. Don't waste your time by doing fine. You utilize your time, do some productive work. And if you really like to watch these type of videos in the future also, please do subscribe my channel and don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you. Happy learning.